there was an American dad. He was such a family guy who truly believed family matters. His name was Archer. Archer was married with children, 2 boys named Tom, Jerry, and 3 girls named Kim Possible, Supergirl, and Blossom. He was married to Dr. Quinn, a fine medicine woman who had her own private practice. They had a lovable dog named Scooby-Doo and a farm full of various animals.
These practical jokers went to the market. Billy and Manny stayed home. Teeny Titans had roast beef. Looney Tunes had none. They floated up all the way under the sea.
His family thought he was amazing with animals and secretly named him the Dog Whisperer. He was so good at training animals, he taught them how to do different tricks. Archer also was a master chef. Archer lived in a small town named Dawson's Creek on Sesame Street. His little house on the prairie was right by a Baywatch next to the Love Boat. His neighbors were the Flintstones and the Jetsons, who were great people from Philadelphia, where apparently it was always sunny. Every Saturday night, his family and neighbors would go and see different bands like Fraggle Rock, Black Mirror, Futurama, and the Seventh Heaven Club.
That transition was weird.
Archer's 2 best friends were Seinfeld and Frasier. As kids, they would go down to Guy's Grocery and play different kinds of games. Seinfeld played Hunter x Hunter, Frasier played Tokyo Ghoul, and Archer loved to play... As adults, they all worked at a huge superstore that was going to be opening nationwide, specifically for Real Housewives of Atlanta, Orange County, Beverly Hills, New Jersey, and Miami. The housewives from Californication wanted to make sure all the prices were right before they purchased anything for their cake wars. One night, after work, Archer looked to the sky to do some star search and discovered the magic school bus. Bill 9 was driving the bus and took Archer back in time to his summer childhood.
There's 104 days of summer vacation. The school comes along to end it. So the annual problem for our generation is finding a good way to spend it. Like babies, building a rocket, or fighting a mummy, or climbing up the Eiffel Tower. Something that doesn't exist. Hey, we're giving a monkey a shower. Second time away, giving minerals, little baby Frankenstein, crazy over here. Finding the gold bird, taking the time to jump your sister insane. As you can see, there's a whole lot of stuff to look for. You won't stop this fall. Come on, Kerry. Let's take it out. Phineas and Ferb are gonna do it all. So stay with us, 'cause Phineas and Ferb are gonna do it all.
He even saw himself playing Game of Thrones. As he traveled back to present day, he heard a voice speaking to him about the Big Bang Theory. Archer quickly dismissed his experience and said to himself, I have a modern family. There is law and order with happy days. The next day, he ran into Ray Donovan, and he was going down an escalator.
Going down. Again.
Did I mention Ray was Step by step, they walked down the road and passed by Mr. Rogers' full house. His house was filled with so many things he couldn't see the floor because he'd become a hoarder. The house was a fixer-upper and had good bones, but there was no way the property brothers would flip the house. It was too much of a flop. Ray exclaimed, "Tonight, with Jimmy Fallon and the Addams family, let's clean this house." He continued on like the house hunters could look into Silicon Valley while the Americans look into the land of the lost for Mr. Rogers' new home. Archer agreed, and that night they gathered all of their friends, Hannah Montana, Alf, Buffy, Pinky, and their brain to assist with the cleanup. Their friends had to take a trip to the hoarder's house. During the process, a new girl named Xena, the warrior princess, came across a cabinet labeled X-Files. She opened one of the drawers and... A strange mist called Sailor Moon poured all over her body. Xena pulled out a map to Gilligan's Island. Because of the mist, she started speaking gibberish and went into Bagacoon's state of mind. The rest of the crew tried to be heroes, but wiped out. They even called the SWAT and FBI. But just as they thought they lost Xena, she turned into Bruno Mars and Trappy McCoy and began to sing.
That tickles. I wanna be a billionaire so bad. Buy all the great things I never had. Oh, I wanna be number one for magazine. Smile next to Oprah and the Queen. If you know the lyrics, sing along. 5, 6, 7, 8. Every time I close my eyes, I see my name is shining light. A difference in me every night. Alright, I swear. The world that's unprepared when I'm a billionaire. Oh, oh, when I'm a billionaire. Oh, oh.
After the cleanup and Xena transformed back into her normal self, they went to the restaurant Impossible to watch soccer and eat strawberry shortcake. Arch's wife, Dr. Quinn, brought her colleague, Mr. Poole, to join in on the celebration. While at the restaurant, a friendly dance competition broke out between Dr. Poole and the Powerpuff Girls. "So you think you can dance?" Dr. Poole asked. "Yes, of course," said the girls. "We have dance moves like the dinosaur, the grinder, and the face-off." The girls rocked the house into the wee hours of the night. This story was brought to you by the letter C, the letter R, Y, S, T, A, and L, in collaboration with Archer's Daughters, I Love Lucy, Even Stevens, George Lopez, Danny Phantom, That's So Raven, Paw Patrol, Bonanza, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, The Umbrella Academy, Taxi, Green Acres, and Rocco's Modern Life.